OpenAI just crossed a huge growth milestone. They are now tracking somewhere around 12 billion, according to the information, in annualized revenue, or 13 billion, according to the New York Times. Slight difference in those numbers, but this is nearly triple their pace of growth from the start of the year and breaks down to about $1 billion in annualized revenue happening per month at the moment. And this comes with some equally aggressive funding. They have already raised $8.3 billion as part of a $40 billion round, 5 times oversubscribed. And they've got now some institutional heavyweights like Blackstone and T. Rowe Price jumping into this round. And the single largest check as part of this funding is $2.8 billion from Dragoneer Investment Group. And this is one of the biggest VC bets basically in history. Behind this are some pretty serious user base numbers. The user base has grown to about 700 million weekly active users, plus 5 million paying business customers. That was 3 million just a couple weeks ago when we had this also as a topic. To keep up with all this, OpenAI has upped its projected cash burn to $8 billion this year. That includes massive spending on chips and new data centers, some in partnership with SoftBank. There's also a strategic shift happening, which we've talked about a little bit. It's not just a consumer chatbot anymore. You can see ChatGPT kind of evolving into a productivity suite that's starting to directly target some of the wheelhouses of Google and Microsoft. So, Paul, I'm never surprised that OpenAI is thriving. I guess I am surprised that they keep hitting these crazier and crazier speed and scale of growth numbers. Like, what is driving just this massive jump in revenue, which is tripling its pace, and the cash burn is up to $8 billion from, I think they projected like $1 billion. So what is going on here?
Yeah, the cash burn I would expect is just going to keep going up as long as the demand, long term is there, and that's largely going to be coming from, what they're building out the future infrastructure. Plus, it's just the demand on the cost of delivering this intelligence. So as more individual users, want it, that costs money to serve up that intelligence in every chat that happens, especially as you get into video and image and reasoning, which draws on more compute than a standard text chat. And then the revenue is coming obviously from the business user side. So to go from 3 million in June to 5 million, here we are in August, like, those are crazy numbers, and that's just probably the surface of where they're going in terms of enterprise adoption. And so that's where the revenue is going to come from. But, I don't think that they expect to be profitable anytime soon or this decade. Like, they're not, that's not the goal right now. It's to stay ahead of the cash burn and sort of hit escape velocity when it comes to especially the business user side of things. So, the other thing is GPT-5 does appear to be imminent. We don't know, like, there's been rumors that actually might come out today, August 4th. There's been other things I've seen online that say it could be later this week, but it does seem as though, like, we're entering this phase. Sam Altman tweeted a couple of days ago, "We have a ton of stuff to launch over the next couple of months, new models, products, features, and more. Please bear with us through some probable hiccups and capacity crunches. Although it may be slightly choppy, we think you'll really love what we've created for you." So lots more to come. And then Sam is just like flaunting the fact that he has GPT-5. Like, he's not hiding it at all. He talked about it on the podcast, with the Theo Von podcast, I think last week we mentioned. Then he did a tweet, I think this was on Saturday or Sunday. He said, "Pantheon is such a good show." A user replied, "Did GPT-5 recommend this?" And Sam says, "Turns out yes," with a screenshot of GPT-5 as the model chosen. Now, this was a really interesting tweet because I didn't know what Pantheon was, and I thought he was just doing like a cutesy thing, like they'd named their next model Pantheon, and he was just like, doing what Sam does and having some fun with it. So then I went and did like, well, what is Pantheon? And I don't know if you're familiar with this, Mike, but it's a new Netflix show. So Pantheon is an American, this is straight from Wikipedia, by the way, because the description on Netflix was like 10 words. So Pantheon is an American adult animated science fiction drama television series based on a series of short stories by Ken Liu. Set in a world where mind uploading technology is on the verge of mass adoption, it follows a disparate trio of protagonists: Maddie Kim, a grieving teenager whose father was uploaded without her knowledge; Caspian Keys, a gifted teen unknowingly raised in a constructed environment; and Vinod Chanada, a brilliant computer engineer uploaded against his will. As they place themselves at the center of a global conspiracy, they also deal with societal consequences and existential crises brought forth by rapidly evolving technology. The series has received praise from critics, particularly for its animation, voice acting, emotional and philosophical depth, and portrayal of the singularity.
I'm in.
I watched,
Sold.
dude, I watched the first, it's like a 1.5 2-minute trailer on Netflix. Oh my God. Like, dystopian probably, but like just chills. Like I was like, oh no, like I don't know if I'm ready to watch this. So Sam doesn't tweet stuff like this by accident. This is like, you know, preludes to, he's obviously become obsessed with the singularity and super intelligence. But yeah, so apparently it was a 2022 like AMC show that got dropped, and then it was picked up by Amazon Prime Video and then dropped from there, and now it's like got new life on Netflix. So I will be watching. I will tune in, but it's you know, I don't think it's a coincidence that he's sharing tweets about things related to the uploading of intelligence and singularity and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm going to watch this, love it, and then immediately lose sleep over it.
No, I might lose sleep over the trailer. It's you'll go watch it. It's eerie.
All right.
Like the trailer itself is like, whoa.